Welcome to Discombobulated. How are you doing? I am in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma. The city of some of the, just real down-to-earth, nice people. Some of the worst drivers I've ever seen in my absolute life. It's been outrageous. I've been this weekend. I'm opening for Mikey Winfield, and yesterday we went out to go get some food. He took me out, treated me. What a sweet guy. And we went out to get food, and on the way there, we were both like, I was like, hey, I'm not a bad driver. I was like, these guys are like fucking, like, people would just do, if you're like, they wouldn't do that. They do it here. Bobby, they don't go backwards on the wrong side of the highway. Saw it twice on my way here. Bobby, there's no way that these fucks are getting on an on-ramp, jumping out of their car to order Chick-fil-A. You're right, but it's bad. You're right, but it's not good still. We should work on it. So, yeah, because I mean, I understand like a little bit of like aggressive driving, because we were talking about this at the club last night. Like if you're cutting in and out, you're swerving in, swerving out. It's not, you're not supposed to, but I get that you're kind of trying, but it's like, it's when you see somebody do something that makes you do that, like, shake your head at nobody. You're like, what the world are you doing? When you kind of become your own like version of a Karen, where you're like, come on, for real. When that happens, it's serious. Get off of my fucking coffee, you little fucking fly. Because I know that every time a fly lands, it takes a shit. Me too, fly. Me too. Anytime I go anywhere, I'll take a little bit of a shit there. Take a little bit of a out of my butt. Just a little bit. Just constantly shitting all over the world. You know how dogs pee everywhere? Bob shits all over the country. Do you guys ever feel... This is whenever I like a shit in public, I always feel like when I'm shitting, I'm the most embarrassed to be shitting there. Because guys next to me, I'm like, I really do want to be one of those guys that just sits down and can just be like not even, they don't even just let shit out. They're literally like, and I'm like, sorry. And I know where it comes from. It's fine. It's my first day of kindergarten. These kids made fun of me. These little first graders made fun of me through the crack. But it's how I know I can tell the future, because this fucking bitch, and I only call her a bitch because I was a kid and I could just, when you like don't like adults, you're like, I can tell. She was like, are you excited for your first day of kindergarten? I was like, what if I can't reach the toilet paper? And she's like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard, you little fuck. That actually happened. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So I can't tell the future. I do have premonitions, but so I think that's where it comes from. But I just don't know where like people get the confidence to just take these fucking dumps, these dumpskis, these dumperoonies. I really don't. Because every time I shit, I'm always like, I'm real sorry to be here. The only time you can really shit is when you're at home. When you're at home and even if you have roommates and they're not home, it's not the same shit. You need to be living, when you live completely by yourself, when you live with nothing, you don't have an animal, you have plants, but it's only, but they're not doing well. They don't even look at you. The plants are just like, that, my friend, is when you take those shits of a lifetime, when you sit down and you just, you take shits of colors you've never even seen in the real world. You'll take shits of colors you've never seen in the natural world. Is that a boat? Feel like I hear a boat, or water does travel a lot over sound. Would you guys know that? Would you guys know that water travels better over sound? Or Sound travels like really well over water. Why are we texting each other? Yell it down the river to me. What are you doing, bro? Just yell it to me down the river. It's got to be a boat. Could you imagine that? Like, if like we were using water to talk, but like you'd just be like yelling down a river, like, you up, to girls. I would love to yell, hey ladies, just rippling down some water. But then you can't really, it doesn't travel well over the ocean because you try to yell out what you're trying to say, your message, and then it ramps up with all the surfers and the tube. It gets caught in the tube. That's why we had to send messages in a bottle, and then but then now we have stuff in outer space, which we went to. Me and Mike went to Best Buy because he needed to get like some tools to take his his hard drive apart, and he needed to get this like connector because there was something wrong. So he's kind of describing it to me. And he was like, I think it's called like a SATA cable. And so we go to this like Best Buy and we walk in, we're like, hey, do you have a SATA cable? And they did that thing that they do at Best Buys now where it's like, just so you know, no one at Best Buy knows what they're doing. No one anywhere knows what they're fucking doing. There hasn't been a place in them. When you take your oil to get changed, that guy just was the manager of a Chili's. So, no one knows what the fuck they're doing. Sorry, I just got coffee all in my face. Oh, and he goes, hey, can I get a SATA cable? And he goes, it's actually SATA cable. And he's like, okay. He's like, like satellite. And me and Mike are like, okay. But then he takes us over there and they don't have them. I was like, I love this guy's cockiness. On nothing. Yeah, it's actually called this. And I actually should know we don't have it, but I don't know that. And the only reason I know that is because I've worked at a sports authority and I know people will be like, hey, do you guys have this kind of thing? I'm like, let me check it out on the way over there. I'm like, God, I hope I just have it. It must have just sold out. I don't know. I would like to say that I was high. I would love to pretend that when I worked at sports authority, I would go in fucking ripped, but I wasn't really smoking weed that much then. I was getting high on God. Who used to say that? We used to say that in school, but I think it's from something big. You get high on PCP, I get high on GOD. I might have made it up. I might have made all this up. People are always like, if you're God, I'm like, dude, then I made all this up. And if I did, I would have fucking left ticks out of the equation. It's always nice to be sitting in a chair that has graffiti already written on it. That does feel nice. And graffiti is like some of the coolest letters that you can't read. You're always like, well, here's my tag. And honestly, tags are the first original, like those the fucking QR codes. So like, I don't know what that is. You're like, I know. But if you scan it, it also doesn't go to anything. So good luck, buddy. Yeah, we did, what is it today? Saturday. We have 2 shows tonight in Tulsa Bricktown Comedy Club. They have been treating us so fucking well. They have been unbelievably kind to us. At the shows, afterwards, the staff, we've been going out afterwards, just hanging out, and they are just so fucking kind. One of the manager's moms came out to my show last night, like, because we were hanging out the night before, and she was laughing. She's like, I'm coming to your show tomorrow. I'm like, you better, girl. And I mean this respectfully. She was someone's mom, and the guy is even a little bit older than me, so she's just older than me. Let's just say that. And she did, this lady, and I love her to death. We were having fun. She was doing karaoke. We were fucking all having a great time. She did a shot of Fireball. And I think they should write a song about her. I think they need to write a song about this lady. Because I think you stopped doing Fireball shots. For me, it was last night. Me with her. She asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, well, fine, we'll do it. They bought us some shots, and I did it, and I made faces as if it was my first acting gig, and I was like, whoa, boy, I'm mad, I'm happy. I was just trying to fucking make some kind of assessment on what I was eating, and it was really bad. And I say eating because it does feel like you're chewing on it. But I told her, she's like, you don't really like Fireball? And I was like, I don't think anyone does. I think it's something you do when you're like younger because it's like has that cinnamon sweet taste. So you're like, oh, it's not like I'm really doing a shot. And then you grow up and your sadness hits you, and your sadness likes to get right to the point. You know, like Jameson or like Hennessy or Crown, or for me, that's black coffee. Like, I like to drink black coffee. It's sad, but it's true. Nikki Glaser said that when we were on the road. She was like, can I order your drink for you? Because last time you got a black coffee, it literally depressed me. And I was like, you should see my soul. No, we're both sad. And she has a new special out. You have to check it out. I'm going to watch it. I have not had a chance to. And because I've been on the road and I don't want to watch it on my phone. Does that, you know what I mean? I don't want to watch it like that. I want to be able to like sit down, and I'm moving and I'm on the road a lot right now, so I haven't had time to like sit down, so I can't wait to watch that. And I don't really love watching specials except for once it's like people that you really like know or care, you know, like care about. Like there's a bunch of people that'll be like, oh, I've never seen that guy's special. I'm like, that's okay. Just go see them live. That's what they want. That's what we all want. We just want you to come see us live and to make us mega famous so we can buy boats. I want a boat. I want a boat. And a hoe. And a garden. You thought I was talking about no, I was talking about the other one. So, big news. Big fucking news. I'm on the road right now having so much fun. And right now, my favorite band on the flat planet Earth, Story of the Year, is recording their new album. And yeah, I have a couple leaks. I don't have any of the audio, and I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be doing this, but I do have the titles of the tracks. So, they're going to fucking sue me for this. This is going to not be good. I'm going to pay for it, but hey, sign up for the Patreon at Bobby J. Cox, patreon.com. I don't think that's how it is. And at the bottom of the thing right now, there's definitely not a link because I don't do that yet. Yeah, they have a new album coming out. Bobby, how do you already know the names if they're like just record? I'm pretty in. And I told you I can tell the future. So some of the ones they don't even know. I'm actually saying some of these songs for you, and I'm actually saying it for them. They're like listening right now being like, what are our new songs going to be called? And you're welcome. I'm here. Went to the future, came back, had a great time. Found out I have a bigger dick in the future because I live in Texas now, so that's cool. It just takes a while to grow. You get it in the mail. I didn't know that. I thought it would happen. As soon as I crossed the border, I fucking pulled over, ripped my pants down, looked at it, and I was like, that looks like my same little tiny Timmy. And then I heard just a whisper in the wind, just, if you build it, they will come. And I was like, ew, what? He was like, oh, sorry, I was whispering down the river a different message. If you wait a little bit in Texas, your dick will get a bigger. I'm like, it'll get a bigger, a way bigger. Oh my God, are you promising me? I swear to God, way fucking bigger, dude. I can't wait. And it did. It happened. And then, but now I'm back in Oklahoma, so my wee got smaller. And I'll tell you what, when you get into Texas, it takes a minute for it to get bigger because they mail it to you. But when you leave, they take it right away. And thanks a lot, Uncle Sam. Here, let's get back to what we were talking about. So they were, here's the Story of the Year. So they have, what's crazy, and not a lot of people know this, is actually for the new album, they're actually, oh my God, I shouldn't even be fucking saying any of this. Their new album, they're actually not going, it's no longer Story of the Year. They're actually going back to Big Blue Monkey. They called me and asked me if I wanted to be Big Bob Monkey, and I said, "Go fuck yourself. That's cool, but I think I'm already naming my next special that, so we can't do that. I'll sue your asses if we do it. So let's not." And they said, "Okay, we'll just be Big Blue Monkey." So did I spill any coffee on me? Just a little. But so they're new. Yeah, so they're actually going to go by Big Blue Monkey, which fucking we're all happy, except for people who have merch. But let's get to brass tacks. The album name. Sorry, it's hard to get through this without crying because there's a lot of they really paid a lot of homage to me, which and honestly I think I deserve. So their new album is called Bob's Butthole, because I had done their podcast in the past, and yeah, that's just what they decided to call it. So it's Big Blue Monkey, Bob's Butthole. They might call it Bob's Big Butthole. I am kind of down with that. I just thought it would sound stupid to call it Big Bob Monkey's Big Butthole. Hi, how are you? Guy on a bike. You know what guys really confuse me? Are the guys who are on a bicycle and look like they should be on a motorcycle. I thought he fucking crashed. He had like the beard of a guy who's like, yeah, I got too many DUIs. Now I take the bike. Okay, but back to the album. So yeah, that's Big Blue Monkey, Big Bob Monkey, Big Bob's Big Butthole. They're kind of figuring that all out right now. You know, because I went to the future and I figured some stuff out, but when you come back, it gets a little wonky trying to remember. Because I can't explain time travel to you guys. We don't have time. That's an old time traveler's joke. Tracks. How many are there? There's 100 tracks on this album. Some people say that's too much. I actually absolutely agree. That's way too many songs for an album. That's way too many songs for at the end of a career of being musicians. I think the Beatles was stopped at 69 because it was funny. Like Strawberry Fields Forever, we got fucking getting murdered to do. I'm having too much fun. I'm in a park that seems like people come here to shit. Okay. So yeah, 100 tracks on the new album. Really good tracks. Oh my God, in the distance, I can see some gooses with some baby gooses. Oh my God. They are so cute. And from here, they kind of look like the dinosaurs from fucking Jurassic Park. Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I actually did that a little bit more like this, the Survivor song, which, okay, so let's get to the story of the year. The first song is actually just the Survivor song from the TV show that was on CBS. Do you guys remember that? You know that song that they played? Jimmy crack corn and I don't care now. That song. That's actually the first song on their album because it kind of goes back to that ooh-eh, 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 which ooh-eh means something like this goes on forever, I believe. So yeah, that's actually the first song. Second song, it goes like, so that's the first song. I'm not going to give too much away, but I'm going to give as much away as I can. I'm going to have to tap into some stuff to remember. Second song, a lot like the Black Swan. They have Carl Sagan. This time they use AI Carl Sagan, and he goes off the fucking rails. Because if you guys remember, if you guys are Story of the Year fans listening to my podcast, that's actually all of my fans. There's been like 20 of their fans. It's a generous amount that have like come over and they're like, well, they don't have a podcast anymore. We could listen to a worse podcast. And I was like, great. Did you guys hear that? I put it right up to my throat. I push my mic up into my... What if I just talk like this now? Yeah, so it's Carl Sagan AI, and he goes off the chain. I'm not going to give away everything, but in in the Black Swan, he's like, the Earth is a vast, flat rock. On it, everyone you ever know, a lot of people you don't, a couple people you thought you knew, but then when it turns out you really didn't know them at all. So there's like a Carl Sagan like that, but on this one, he goes crazy. He's like, the Earth is up your ass and around the corner. And then fucking Alan Watts comes in. He's like, and they're all you. And they're all trying to get in your pants. Okay, so that's track 2. Track 3, they wouldn't tell me. And that I like. I like that there's a little bit of secrecy, because I always love, on every track, the third song always fucking rips. What is it on the fucking, it's the Antidote. Oh, if that song rips that hard, it must mean it's always true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so there's a car coming on a very obvious not car path. So I'm just going to be real chill, because I might be getting robbed in a park right now. I mean, this guy is driving, and it is the exact width of their car. It is the exact width, and they are slowing down because there's a fence that they're probably not going to be able to get over. So he's going to drive all the way over here, and he's going to try to cross it, I guess. I don't know where this drunk fuck is going. Dude, I wish you guys could see this, but I'm not turning my camera right now, because then I'll have to set it up, and it is hanging by a thread right now. How you doing, you old dumb fucking piece of shit? They say we're the worst generation. You're not great either, you fuck. That actually wasn't me making fun of him. That's the 4th track on the Big Blue Monkey. I keep saying Story of the Year. It's actually the Big Blue Monkey record. And yeah, so that's the 4th album. Is I thought you guys were the greatest generation, but you're actually bald and old, you fucking idiots. Turn your fucking stupid car around. It's a Mazda. They didn't even give it a fucking make. They didn't get it a model. Yeah. Yeah, you better run. Don't you dare hit those gooses or geeses or geises. Or themses. Don't you fucking... He's getting close to the geese. Hey! Give him a second! Give him a second, you fucking guy. Oh my God, he's coming back. I feel like this guy's car is basically... He's like the version of Jeepers Creepers, the fucking... I'm like, I think he's turning around. All right. So that was the 4th track. The 5th track, and I'm actually very excited. It's called War Also. They were going to call it War 2, but they were like, that might not be, I don't know how that will sound, like War 2. And I was like, just name it War Also. And I was in the future when I told them that, and they all snapped their fingers and let me know that I could do it all by myself. I could write this album. So then I got in the studio for a little bit. I do remember, I wrote a couple, I can't remember exactly from the future, but I wrote a couple sick-ass solos. Like one of them's like... I play it with my dick. And Ryan's like, what the... You're welcome. Yeah, Adam's sitting there when I'm playing the guitar, and he's calling their manager because he didn't know I was going to time travel. And he's like, you know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this. And it's Babaloo. And then I'm playing the drums, and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Because that's as good as I can play drums. I know I have ADHD, and it seems like I'd go crazy on the drums, but I can't use my feet and my hands at the same time. I can barely use my mouth and my head at the same time, so I don't play drums. And I could play bass, but who wants to fucking play that? I would really love to. If there's ever a time in your band where if Adam was too busy, just for like a weekend, I could play bass. And I don't mean I could, because it's like, Adam, it's like a really hard instrument, so I don't know, but that would be sick. And I've seen his butthole, so I have seen Adam's butthole, and when I saw his butthole, like all of a sudden, you guys, do you know the movie The Matrix? Whenever he like goes in, he comes out, he's like, I know Kung Fu. I had that, but with bass and looking into Adam's asshole. He showed me his butthole, and I was like, I know bass. I said it like Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Reeves in The Matrix as him from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Never seen the movie. Don't know which one he played. And if you just went, oh, you never see, just let's get rid of that from our society. Yeah, people haven't seen things. I'm going to start doing that with regular life stuff. I'm like, hey, did you see that? Did you see whenever I was a kid and my tooth fell out? And they're like, no. I'm like, you didn't see that in 99? Wait, how old would I have been when I was losing my tooth? 96? How old are you when you lose your fucking teeth? I'll tell you how old I was when I lost my virginity. It was so good my teeth fell out. New Story of the Year songs. So we were on like, what was that? Did I say I played a song? I can't remember. So let's just kind of skip forward a little bit. I'm not going to give you all the songs. So then that's disc 1. So once disc 1's over, because there's 100 songs, I don't even know how they fit 25 onto one CD. It's great. It's honestly, it's so good. It's coming out in vinyl. The vinyl, it's going to be a trash can of fucking size amount of fucking just vinyls. It is, because they can't really pack it more onto digital. Like digital's kind of like, you can like kind of do some cool stuff with digital now, but like it's a physical, you can't make the lines close. I don't know anything about vinyl, but I know that once you get this out, if you order this vinyl, you better have a spare bedroom. Or if you have a baby that just grew up, you can put the vinyls where it would fucking bust the bassinet. That bassinet would get busted. But anyway, I'm talking too much about their merch in the future of vinyl. Oh yeah, and then they have War also, that was one of the songs. And then so now we're on disc 2, which is pretty sick. They start with the Ballad of Cocaine Bob, and they kind of tell his story, because I feel like in the music, I really feel like in the music video, I really didn't get to see much of the arc of Cocaine Bobby, which I don't care about. Like, I think more about the character. I'm not thinking about me getting like an acting gig and them like for sure paying me, like what I'm owed, like a fucking a couple grand of, a couple $100,000 because we're rock and roll stars, right? And I have to get ready for the role. People were like, how'd you prepare for that role? And I'm like, I just prepared for Cocaine Bobby as anyone would. So we got some bikers rolling up, bicyclers. Oh, she almost went down. These fucking guys don't know how to ride their bikes. Watch, I'm going to do that nice hiker wave if they look over, which they're not. Eyes forward. What if I was choking on this microphone? What if I was literally dying? You guys wouldn't know. I was literally choking, and I'm just like, and you guys, just because you won't look over because you're so scared that I might be homeless. And you can just tell by the way they look. They didn't even look at me. They hate the homeless. You guys are homeless haters. Oh, and now they're trying to get over this fucking fence. They all got off their bikes. Oh, you didn't try to do a bunny hop, you big fucking dumb pieces of shit. Sorry, I'm in a metal mood. A rock and roll mood. An emo mood. Just thinking about all these Story of the Year songs. So yeah, the Battle of Cocaine Bob kind of tells that story. It's like, this is and then I'll give it a little bit of that song. It's like, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. This is the Battle of Cocaine Bob. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Slobbing on his little knob. Bum-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. He doesn't have any ribs, so he sucks his own dick, and he makes a shiv, and he stabs you in prison, because they caught him, and he's in prison. But he got out, and now he's fine. And now he's going to get those boys this time. He's going to steal their money. Yes, he is going to tie him up, and they're going to eat his piss. They're going to eat it. They're going to eat his piss. They're going to I'm going to pee all over the place and pee all over the guys. So that might get edited out. I think that was more of my subconscious hoping for something that I dream about. Anyway, so that's most of the album. I can't give away all the songs. And then they put out some of the bonus tracks that aren't on albums that most of us don't even really know about unless we illegally go online, but we feel weird because we love the band so much. We feel weird going online. You're like, should I listen to this? Do they want me to listen to this? Because I didn't buy the bonus things, but how do I do it? Because it's at the end of the song, when you ever watch the fucking Antidote, the fucking music video, at the end it's like available, and at the end it's like available at Kmart, and you're like, those aren't available anymore. Remember when you could buy a CD and it had a CD, and then like they were like, they'll try to stuff these into their pockets because we had Jinkos, and they're like, how do we do it? And they're like, you have to put on a plastic piece that makes it like the size of like a Yeti cooler. You can't steal this fucking guy anymore. Ah, fuck. No! Hold on, my fucking memory's full. Oh, my battery. Oh, it died. Right now, there's no video, but there is audio. So at the end of this, it'll just be nothing. That's okay. Well, I probably won't even be able to release this because I just gave away so much goddamn. I gave away disc 1 of many for the Story of the Year new album. So just make sure you check that out. Make sure you check them out as they release more music. I cannot wait to see it. They have not really reached out asking me to do any guest guitars or vocals. And my number is still 911. So, and I'm just kidding. Don't call 911 trying to get me on the Story of the Year podcast and get me on the album. It's okay. You know, it's not like it's not like, I'm the only guy that's like, it's not like I'm the only guy with like a platform that constantly like, builds them up or anything. No, I'm just kidding. I really do love those guys. And it is weird to like when they're recording albums because I do know them. And sometimes I might text some of those guys and I want to text them, but there's that part of me that like legit doesn't want to like get in their head in any way, like while they're recording, because it's like, that's how much those albums like mean to me. You're like, I really hope that, like they're you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're connecting with something. And like, I would be bummed if they were like, another person was like bothering them while they were recording and then the album suffered. So I just can't be that guy. Oh, and now these 2 geese are walking by. Oh my God, they're so fucking cute. They're so mean though. When you get close, they like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, geese are so cute. I bet they're kind of scared of me. And they're like, your family's like, don't be scared of them. Then you get close and they're like, my kids. You sure are, buckaroo. You sure are. That's the podcast. This episode is sponsored by me. So follow me, listen to me, share this with people, send a podcast to a friend, do something that literally no one in the history of time has ever wanted. A cold text to be like, listen to this guy for way too long. But if you love me, you'll do it. That's the pod. Take care. Kiss, kiss. How can we go on? We're already broken. Oh, bye.